What's going on, guys? Been a little while. I know what you're thinking. It's not Hall of Fame votes yet. What's this guy doing putting out a video? But I like this time of year, man. It's the national videos and watching all that stuff. It always gets me, makes me, as you can see, I get my cards out, I get back into it. And I don't really have any new Bears cards to show you, but I did bust into a box of that not too long ago. I'll show you kind of what I got out of that. And like I was saying, seeing the national videos makes me kind of get back in to watching and catching up a little bit. And Dustin Abraham put out a video about a month ago that I just watched finally the other day, talking about just collecting, how he collects. Has anybody ever had any thoughts about should they do this, should they do that type of thing? And it's a pretty cool topic, so I'll throw in my 2 cents on it. First off, never going to tell anybody how to collect. I mean, it's pretty simple when you think about it. You just do what makes you happy. And for me, that's a broad stroke, man. I do a lot of stuff. It started when I was a little kid with freaking Hot Wheels, man. I didn't really collect them as much as I played with them, but I got a collection of that. I collect football cards. I build model cards, cars. I play bass guitar. I play electric football, and there's a lot into that. That's kind of what I call one of my getting out of the house hobbies. That and shooting pool, because in electric football they got tournaments and stuff. Mostly on the eastern side of the country, but they do have one out in California. I've never been, but anyway. I do a lot of stuff. I play video games. I collect wrestling DVDs. I collect Star Wars books. I got a small comic book collection. I mean, whatever. I don't want to say stay focused, but whatever tickles my fancy at the time, and certain things trigger certain hobbies that I have and makes me get into it. I hear a good song on the radio or something. I'm playing my guitar for the next 3 weeks. And like now with the national videos and stuff, every time football season gets close, I get a little bit more, into it and back into the football hobbies that I have. So as far as just the card collecting, though, when I get into that, I'm a team collector first and foremost. And I have had like he was talking about, if I sold this, I could get that. And I have had those thoughts sometimes, if I sell my Cubs cards, I can get these Bears cards. But it's like every time I have that thought, I get out and I start looking at my Cubs box, and I realize 90% of my collection of Cubs has come from YouTubers. I ain't selling that crap, so not crap, but you know what I'm saying. And, once every 5 to 10 years, maybe I get for like 10 seconds, it'll pop into my head, then it'll pop out just as fast. If you sold those Ernie Banks collection that you got, what you get. And like I said, though, but that's never going to happen. But you just can't control those thoughts. They pop in from time to time. But mainly I do Bears Hall of Famers. Is on the, and Pro Bowlers. I'm a little bit more, and I should just say all-time Bears greats too, because there's a lot of good Bears players that aren't necessarily Hall of Famers. But I don't just there for a while when I first started doing that kind of thing. If they made a Pro Bowl, I'd go after them, but not so much anymore. I do a little bit more research on the team, see what kind of teammate the guy was, and it's just. Being a team collector is really kind of hard to last, 10, 15 years, free agency and stuff. So mostly I go for the older stuff. I do have a couple PSA set registries that I do. And I got, I wouldn't call it a super collection, but I do have a pretty good who knows what good is. I have more Brian Urlacher cards than I do of any other Bear. And I do kind of make it a point to go after a lot of his stuff that I don't have. Really don't care what it is outside of 101s and the ridiculous shit. So that's pretty much what I do with my cards, man. How I do I'm a team collector. I go for Bear. I have a small Mike Allstott PC from back in the day because I grew up about 30 minutes away from Purdue University, so he was kind of a big deal back when I was in middle school or high school. So I kind of followed him for a little bit. I have a small Notre Dame collection. I grew up watching college football. The 1988 Notre Dame team, my favorite college team of all time. I go after guys from that team in their Notre Dame uniforms, preferably. And what else do I have? I got a Cubs PC, a small Cubs PC. But, I told my story before, when I got married, what the hell was it? 2004. I sold I sold all my non-Bear stuff except for like that small Allstott and Notre Dame and some Ernie Banks. And then when I got back into it, I kind of went to replacing it. But you see the world different, through it's not the same. When I turn on, I can remember turning on ESPN and watching, sports reporters or Outside the Lines, and it's just like one day I woke up, turned on ESPN, and there was a bunch of dudes in suits with sneakers on yelling at each other. I mean, it's just sports in general. I can't follow it like I used to. It's just, I don't know. Time you see the world through different eyes, I guess, but it don't. I don't do stuff it makes it. If I get mad, if I don't get a card, or if I get pissed off, find myself getting pissed off for something card related, then I know, okay, it's time to take a break. We're talking about cards here. I got, granddaughters that, they get most of my time and attention these days, and we do a lot of stuff together. We got slot car tracks. We build Hot Wheels tracks and stuff. They're not really into car. They are a little bit. They enjoy ripping open packs and putting them in binders and stuff like that, but I wouldn't say they have the collecting bug. They're more artsy and craftsies. Anyway, I'm all over the place here, guys. I haven't made a video in a long time, so I'm a little out of practice, and I'm kind of trying to multitask at the same time. But yeah, man, you got to do just whatever gives you an enjoyment. And there's nothing wrong with collecting something for years and then decide, what, I don't want to collect that anymore, and do what you want with it. Sell it, give it away, set it on fire. Shit, I mean, they're yours. Do what you want. And that's how I look at it. I do it until something irritates me, and then I know it's time to take a break. Okay, I'm going to go race slot cars for a while now, or I'm going to go hunting for wrestling DVDs, stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to throw in my 2 cents on that. It was a pretty cool video. I don't know if you guys probably watched it. Like I said, it was about a month ago, but I'm catching up on, some stuff now. And I don't have any new Bears. This past year, I haven't really been buying a lot. And it's weird because it is a little bit of a buyer's market at some of the stuff I'm looking at, but some of the stuff, it still just isn't. I don't know. I just can't justify. There was a time, my early 20s, maybe pushing 30s, where I'd go out and I'd spend a few $100s on a card. I think since I got back into it, I think the most I've spent on one card is $40 for a Mike Singletary Museum Collection auto. It's not like I can't go out and replace some of the cards I did sell back in the day. I could go buy a Peyton rookie, or a Dick the rookie, say the big three, I guess. I could go out and buy those. I could probably pretty much afford about any card on there that I wanted to. Maybe the Bronco and the Hallis a little bit, but I just have to, go a couple weeks without any heroin, but no biggie. I can quit anytime I want. But anyway, like I'm saying, I don't have the same reasoning now that I did in my younger days, where I can't just say, oh, this is a cool card, I'm getting it, I don't care. I used to get like that sometimes, where I don't care what it takes, I'm getting this card. I don't have that anymore. I get so much more enjoyment off another little side thing I'm doing right now. I'm putting together late 90s base sets and early 2000 base sets, just because I was really into the NFL at that time. It was this, now, when I was really into it back then, I can name every quarterback, every coach, half the teams, all the Bears teams. Now I couldn't do that. it's just too different. It's a different world, different time, but I still enjoy collecting, and I'm going to keep on doing it until I need a break. Then I'll take a break, and then I'll get back into it. Anyway, okay, holy moly, 10 minutes in. Everybody's probably tuned out by now, but that's all right because, shit. It happened. Let me show you a few cards. I didn't really get anything great out of this classics box that I bought a little while back. I'll just show a few here. It's my, I call it my not so local card shop. It's not too bad. It's about 30-45 minutes from the house. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've went through these. I've went through these already and taken out a few stuff that I'm gonna send to some other collectors who will enjoy them more than I will. Here was the Josh Jacobs. Anybody watching this video sees any cards here and you know of a good home for them, feel free to let me know. My email's in my about info. Because, I thought about maybe putting a bunch of stuff back up on eBay and stuff, but who's got time for that shit? I don't. So they're just going to sit in my box. More of the same. A lot of color in this box. A lot of numbered stuff too. I did get one, well, I consider two pretty good hits. I'll save those for the last. Let's see what else. Yeah, because the rest of the stuff, we're just going to speed up the process here. But you get the picture. Classics, legends, just cool parallels, that kind of stuff. What's that? I forgot about that one. Jerome Bettis, Hines Ward. Where are the Steelers fans at? I used to know a guy on here that collects Steelers. I used to send him stuff, but he's one of those disappearing. Here's the $1 million card right here. Bailey Zapp. All right, and then these two cards were pretty cool. This one's number 64 out of 99. Peyton Manning. I know a couple guys who collect Peyton Manning, so I'll be sending this off to one of them. And this is probably the biggest card of the box. Was this Tom Brady blank back? Cool. It is numbered 5 out of 25. And I don't know. Again, I thought about putting it up on eBay. I researched it a little. I seen one listed that was graded, but I haven't seen any sold listings. And he's in his Buccaneers uniform. I don't know if what that'd do. But if anybody's watching this and you know of a good home, reach out to me and let me know, man. And I'll do what I can to get it there. No strings or anything like that. I thought about maybe doing a video response thing and giving it away, but I ain't got time for that shit. So, you know of a good home for this, let me know. And we'll work something out and I'll get it there. Okay, that is that. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, like I said, been catching up on videos, and Brad mentioned in a video he put up, I don't know, but like I said, I'm like usually a month behind on videos, so this was probably a few weeks ago, but I have never attended the, what the hell's it called? Son of a... Hobbypalooza shindig that they have every year. But Brad was talking like we need to get some football guys together. And Brad, if you do that, if you get some football guys together, I am in. I will be there. That would be awesome. What the... Oh, okay. Sorry. All right. Distracted. All right. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to say right now. I don't think so. Hall of Fame's coming up. I'll get my votes out on that. I hope everybody's doing good and having fun doing their thing. Nothing new to report here card-wise. Like I said, now I'm doing like base sets from the 90s and early 2000s, and I just keep a running thing going on COMC, and once or twice a year I'll have them delivered. I'll get them shipped to me. But I'm kind of redoing the little man cave a little bit, getting some cards back out. I had to disassemble the slot card track that we had up in here. But all right, that's what I got for now, guys. Everybody be good, and I'll talk to you later.